Okay, this is one of those moments where I want to swear. I want to say things really badly. I want to uncork my inner Stephen Mark Ryan, and I'm not going to quite go there, but it's very tempting to say some very nasty things. Senator Elizabeth Warren, was interviewed by CNBC and was asked about Elon Musk. And as many of you know, I'm something of an Elon Musk fan. I'm a bit fond of him. I think that Elon Musk is the greatest person to ever walk this earth, and I'm not ashamed to say it. And the CNBC anchor here was pressing Elizabeth Warren on Elon Musk, and I do not like what she said. So let's go through what she says, and I'm going to tell you what I think. Are you ready? Let's go.
Look at the current view of billionaires or really successful people on the progressive left, and I think shared by you. I wonder if you think it's shared by most Americans, specifically thinking of someone like Elon Musk and what he's created. Tens of thousands of jobs, billions of dollars of shareholder wealth, and yes, for himself as well, and in the process, changed the world. He recently said he'll pay $11 billion in taxes last year, and yet you've said he needs to stop freeloading off the rest of this. Does that really ring true to you, Senator? But shouldn't he be celebrated and not disparaged as some sort of modern-day robber baron?
There's this fundamental question that Elizabeth Warren and others refer to Elon Musk as a freeloader, and they diminish what he's done. They do not recognize his accomplishments, and you're going to see Elizabeth Warren talk around it. She never really acknowledges Elon Musk's contribution. She does diminish it, and of course, apparently Elon Musk's success is because of the government, not because of anything he's done. But listen to what she says.
So look, I'm happy to celebrate success, but let's remember, Elon Musk didn't make it on his own.
First of all, she's happy to celebrate. Where does she celebrate Elon Musk's success? Where does she celebrate Tesla's success? Where does she celebrate SpaceX's success? Where does she celebrate the success of Amazon? Leave Elon Musk out of it for a second. Where in the history of Elizabeth Warren has she celebrated the success of a private sector entity, of a private company that's done something meaningful in the economy? I've never seen it. She bashes success. She constantly bashes success. That's her whole MO.
But let's remember, Elon Musk didn't make it on his own. He got huge investments from the government.
Now, this is a very common thing that the radical left uses to attack Elon Musk. They claim that his success is due to money he got from the government. The government gives lots of money to lots of others. And I'm going to show you, this is from Clean Technica, showing that Ford and Nissan and others also got loans from the government at the same time Tesla did. Ford never repaid its loan. Nissan repaid its loan in 2017. Tesla repaid its loan in 2013, 9 years early. Fisker defaulted and went bankrupt. Ford's loan was for $6 billion. Nissan's was $1.5 billion. Fisker's was $500 million. Tesla's was less than $500 million. Tesla got way less than the competition got. Ford got more than 10 times as much money as Tesla did. Where's Ford's success? Ford hasn't paid back the loan. Tesla's paid back the loan. Zero appreciation from Elizabeth Warren for what Elon Musk did, for what Tesla did. Zero, zero, zero. And then the federal government spent $50 billion bailing out General Motors and $17.6 billion bailing out Fiat Chrysler. To say that the government funded Elon Musk's success ignores that Elon Musk and Tesla were operating in a competitive environment where the government was giving a lot more money to Tesla's competitors than they were giving to Tesla. So this is just an absolutely awful take from Elizabeth Warren. Let's keep going, though.
From taxpayers, from those public school teachers and those minimum wage workers who've been paying their taxes all along.
I thought public school teachers made so little money they didn't really pay taxes. What's your take? Are public school teachers really poor? Or are public school teachers apparently well paid enough now that they pay a significant amount of taxes? And why is this about teachers? You know, fundamentally, one of the real problems here with the radical left, and frankly, this is a problem with the Republicans too, is it's always about getting more money from people who are successful. It's never about cutting federal spending. It's never about how do we stop spending so much money so we don't need to take so much in taxes from people. That's something that you will never hear. And the Republicans are just as bad on this. They spend like drunken sailors too.
To get that business up and running and help see it through rough times. And the thing is, as Americans, we're glad to help make those investments.
The government did not get Tesla up and running. Elon Musk funded the development of Tesla by taking money out of his success at PayPal, which was not funded by the government. He took that money and he invested that in Tesla and SpaceX, and he got them up and running.
To get that business up and running and help see it through rough times.
So this is nonsense. Elon Musk got Tesla and SpaceX up and running with the money that he made on the PayPal sale. And he made that money on PayPal not from government money, right? PayPal did not succeed because of government investment. Elon made a lot of money and he invested, instead of blowing it on hookers and coke, instead of sitting on the back of the yacht sipping drinks, Elon doubled down, invested his money building two new companies, Tesla and SpaceX. And did Tesla and SpaceX get some money from the government? Yes. They got it through. They didn't have some specific, here, we're going to give Elon money because we believe in him. There was no congressional act to give money to Elon Musk and to SpaceX. They worked through the established system to earn the contracts that they got. Tesla got way less money than Ford and General Motors and other Tesla competitors got. Tesla paid back its loan early, but Tesla got up and running without the government's help. And yes, there was a moment where they got a loan. And everybody else was getting loans. It was part of a government program. They got a loan, the Advanced Technology Vehicle Manufacturing Loan. They got that loan, and that's a loan that they got that was part of a government program. They participated in a government program. If the government stopped taxing the hell out of everybody and stopped wasting money all the time, then it would be easier for entrepreneurs to build businesses, and they wouldn't need to go beg the government for a little bit of money to help get their business going or sustain their business in a tough time. So the idea that the taxpayers are funding this, the problem isn't the taxpayers. The problem is people like her, Republican and Democrat, who squander our money, waste our money, hand our money out to all kinds of people, all kinds of special interests, and then tell us we're not getting enough from the billionaires. How about you stop taking our money? How about you let people run the economy the way the economy needs to run? Get the government the hell out of the way. That's the way we really go forward.
And the thing is, as Americans, we're glad to help make those investments. We're glad to all have a hand in helping create all of those jobs. All we're saying is when you make it to the top, to the very tippy top, then pay something in so everybody else gets a share.
So this is the classic lie of somebody who proposes a new tax. We're only going to go after the extremely wealthy. We're only going after the very rich people. This is what happened with the original income tax in 1913. It was only a tax, the tax rate was higher on people making over a certain amount of money. It was like 1% or 6% or something like that. And then sure enough, the more you go along, the more the rates go up and the more the number comes down. So they're taxing people with less and less and less money. And now, you know, a lot of people are paying a lot higher tax rates than the rich people paid. In 1913, I think the rich paid 6% marginal income tax rate. Now regular people are paying 15, 20% marginal income tax rate. So they tell you, oh, it's only going to be on the rich people. And as soon as they get their tax in place, they start bringing it down. And you think it's only going to be on very, very wealthy people who have unrealized gains in their portfolios? You probably have unrealized gains in your house. And sooner or later, they're going to get to you. They tell you it's on the rich people, and they're going to spring it down to you. That's what they've done every time. Every effing time. That's what they've done.
Elon Musk paying this year, that's great because he chose to sell some stock. 2018, also one of the richest people in the world. How much did Elon Musk pay that year? We actually saw his taxes that year. And the answer is he paid zero.
This is a deliberate misleading statement by Elizabeth Warren. She knows that Elon Musk paid zero in 2018 because he overpaid in 2017. She knows this fact. Either she can be deliberately ignorant of it, but she has to know that this fact is true, that Elon Musk overpaid taxes in 2017, didn't have a great year in 2018, and so he didn't have to pay taxes because he had a credit from the amount he paid in the previous year. This is a classic example of a politician lying, misleading, deceiving to try to advance a terrible policy that will just further wreck the economic engine that is America. If you know, all this talk about foreign policy and people are worried about Russia, people are worried about China. China's economy is growing fast and America's economy is struggling. And every time someone like her, and I'm including Republicans in this, but every time someone like her comes up with a new way of taxing success, you discourage success. You discourage people from taking risks. Elon Musk took huge risks with his money, nearly went bankrupt. The companies that he invested in nearly went bankrupt a couple times. took huge risks to try to do something very positive for the world, for America, for the world, to create jobs, to make EVs, to clean the air, all these great things that he did. Why would someone make that investment if it's going to be taxed so heavily at the end? The more you discourage success and the more you reward failure, the less success you will have and the more failure you will have. And what ends up happening is the Chinese economy, even though it's got lots of problems in the Chinese government, they let success be rewarded and they don't reward failure. There's exceptions. They're not perfect either. But by and large, that's the trend they're on, and their economy is growing like gangbusters, and they are already probably a larger economy than the U.S. today, and that's going to grow, and we're going to struggle the longer people like her keep squashing success. I'm going to say this very clearly, if you disincentivize success and you incentivize failure, if you say people working 40 hours a week should make just as much money as people who work 80 hours a week, no one's going to work 80 hours a week, and less is going to be produced. And if you don't make stuff, there's no stuff. Classic line from Elon. She has never made anything. She's never built anything. She's never done anything of adding value to anybody creating a product or a service for a customer. She's just a leech off society. Like so many other people in Congress, they are leeches off society. Like so many other people in state governments, leeches off society. Joe Biden's never done anything productive in his life either. Obama never did anything productive in his life. Bush, frankly, I don't think George W. Bush did a whole lot of productive stuff in his life either. After Republicans, same thing. Leeches on society. Leeches on society.
The public school teacher did not have the option to pay zero in 2018 or in 2021.
I understand that.
That's not true. Lots of public school teachers pay zero. If they have low incomes, they have children, there's all kinds of tax credits. It's very likely that a substantial number of public school teachers who admittedly are low paid, all right, we think we can all agree that public school teachers are low paid. They're in a very low income tax bracket. Many of them are probably making so little money and have so many other things going on that they pay zero income taxes. And Warren is lying about this as well. Lots of people who are lower middle class pay zero income taxes. Roughly 50% of Americans pay zero income taxes. So she's lying, she's deceiving, she's misleading. The wealthy pay a far greater share of the overall taxes than the middle class and the poor. It's shocking when you see the numbers, and she's going to twist them coming up.
Never been born. Do you think that the $11 billion is like a zero-sum game? Someone else would? The bottom line is, because he created that company here, and it's this successful, why not celebrate the $11 billion that he's paying? It's more than every senator and everyone in public government for their entire career.
Do you want me to answer?
Contribute that much?
Do you see her now being so arrogant? He's trying to ask a question, and she's cutting him off from asking the questions he's asking, because this is a level of arrogance that you have to be a senator to have. To cut this guy off while he's framing the question so she can interfere with the way he's asking it. Total arrogance.
Do you want to give me a chance to answer? Okay. I celebrate success.
No, she doesn't. Show me where you celebrate success. Show me. Show me. Elizabeth Warren, I'm calling to you right now. Show me a company that has done something good like Tesla. Show me where you've celebrated Tesla's success. Show me where you've celebrated SpaceX's success. Show me where you've celebrated Amazon's success. Show me where you've celebrated Apple's success. Show me where you've celebrated success. I don't see it. I don't buy it. You're lying.
How many times do I have to say that?
He's not a freeloader.
Can I finish my sentence?
He's calling on her to say he's not a freeloader, and she won't address that. She has called him a freeloader. She will not admit that he is a hell of a lot more than a freeloader.
I celebrate success, but I think when people make it big, you've got to make an investment back in this country so we have a chance to help the next company, the next person who's got a great idea. We have a chance to invest in their education. We have a chance to invest in the infrastructure. And yes, we even have a chance to invest directly in these businesses. That's what we have done.
So this idea that the way to invest in businesses is to take money from the successful businesses and let politicians like her decide which new businesses should get money is a terrible idea. The best way to invest in companies is to let investors invest their own money in those companies. Having governments decide which companies to invest in and which companies get money is terrible because you're playing with other people's money. She does not lose money if an investment in a company goes bad. This is just a terrible, terrible attitude. And this idea that the wealthy need to invest to help the economy. Elon Musk has invested to help the economy. He has grown the economy. They are building buildings. They are employing workers. They are doing all, and same thing. Look, a lot of Tesla fans don't like Jeff Bezos, and Elon likes to pick on Jeff Bezos. But I still, despite my concerns, I am still a Jeff Bezos fan. He has made the world a better place. Elon Musk is making the world a better place. They're doing it by private investment, developing companies that serve people better through great products and great services. And Elizabeth Warren has never done anything like that in her life. She wouldn't know it if it bit her in the ass. She has no clue what she's talking about. She is an absolute stinking liar. She is totally arrogant, has no sense of appreciation for what these great people have done to make the world a better place. Somehow we're supposed to trust that Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Mitch McConnell, that these politicians will make better investment choices than the private sector. When the private sector makes an investment decision, if it goes well, they make money. If it goes poorly, they lose money. The politicians don't lose if their investments go bad. They should not be investing in private sector companies. They should be getting the hell out of the way.
Nobody got rich on their own.
Oh, it takes a village. Nobody got rich on their own. Nobody gets rich without the government taking care of everything. The U.S. economy grew like gangbusters from the early days straight through the 1920s, let's say. There were bumps along the way, sure. The U.S. total government spending, federal, state, and local combined, was less than 5% of GDP until around 1920. Maybe the World War II, until before World War I. By and large, the federal government was almost non-existent. State governments did not play a big role in our lives. Local governments did not play a big role in our lives. And people built companies, and they built our country, and they built railroads, and they built steel mills. They built all kinds of great businesses that made the world a better place, that made the U.S. economy fantastic, a booming economy. And if we had people like Elizabeth Warren taking money from the successful people and investing it in the crappy investments that government makes most of the time, then the U.S. economy would have stagnated. We would never have risen to be a great power. We would never have been risen to be a successful leading country in the world. And their approach will take us down. That is, they don't care about success. They don't care about the welfare of the people. They don't care about the economy growing. They care about power for themselves and giving money to their friends, giving your money to their friends.
They got rich because of the investments, at least in part because of the investments all of us made.
I didn't have a vote in where the taxpayer money was going to go. The idea that somehow I decided to give money to Tesla or I decided to invest money in Ford through the government. No, you steal our money or you borrow money in the names of our children, and then you hand it out to your special interests, and then you pretend you're doing us some kind of favor when some of it actually works. When a small chunk of the money you blasted into oblivion, when a small chunk of that money actually went to a company that did something good, then you claim credit for it, and you blame the guy who was successful. Absolute train wreck.
When you make it big, yes, let's have a big party. Let's throw the confetti.
Where's the party? Where's the confetti? Where do you show celebration for Elon Musk's success? Where do you show celebration for what they're doing in Texas, for what they've done in California, for the EVs on the road, cleaning the air? Where is it? This is just a total lie. She has never once said anything positive about Elon Musk or Tesla. The Biden administration's silent about Elon Musk and Tesla and SpaceX. The Democratic Party constantly railing against Elon Musk and his success. They hate success. And the Republicans, I keep bashing the Democratic Party because they're the ones that are pissing me off right now. I got plenty to say about the Republicans when you give me a chance.
Let's also ask that you pay a fair share in taxes.
Pay a fair share. This is a total lie. The word fair, whenever you say the word fair, it means you have no basis for whatever you're saying. Fair is an empty word. It's like nice. What do you mean fair? How do you determine what's fair? You determine what's fair. I want him to pay more than you, right? You're going to your voter, your baseline voter that you're trying to satisfy, your voter base, and you're saying, there's this guy over here. I think he should pay more money to benefit you. Everybody, I ran for office. You go around to events and people are like, well, the government should spend money on this. The government should spend money on that. Okay, how much money should I take out of your pocket for that? No, take it from that guy over there. That's the way representative democracy works. It's always take money from somebody else and spend it on something I want. That is the world of politics today. And the idea that Elon Musk and billionaires, whatever, aren't paying their fair share is a total lie. The wealthiest people in the country pay the most taxes by far. Just big lies. Lies, 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 lies.
The 99% pay about 7.2% of their total wealth in.
Okay, watch how she said that. 7% of their total wealth. We have an income tax. We don't have a wealth tax. The Constitution does not authorize a wealth tax. The Constitution was amended to authorize an income tax. It was not authorize a wealth tax. And this is the game that they're playing, is they think somehow they're going to twist this when it gets to the Supreme Court to say, well, it's not really a wealth tax, it's an income tax. Well, then why is she pinning it on wealth? Why is she constantly talking about wealth instead of talking about income? If you want to change the Constitution, change the Constitution. Say you're going to do a wealth tax, but change the Constitution to do it. Don't tell us it's a wealth tax and then make it an income tax, because that's just one more lie.
That top 0.1% pays less than half as much.
She's twisting it. The wealthy pay the most taxes by far. I don't have a graph in front handy right now, but the wealthy pay far more taxes. The bottom half pay almost zero. The next 40% pay fairly small. The top 10% pay a lot, and the top 1% pay a huge share of taxes in the United States. Huge. They generate business. They create jobs. Who's creating the jobs? Who else is going to create an EV company that's going to create jobs and provide really good electric vehicles for people to drive around and clean the air? Who else has done it? You've given money to lots of other companies, and they haven't done what Elon Musk has done, and you still don't appreciate his success and the success of the Tesla team. You don't appreciate the success of SpaceX, which is saving the federal government so much money on launches into space. It's saving NASA a huge amount of money. They're saving the Defense Department a huge amount of money, and you don't care because you like when government spends more. You don't like when government saves money. You want the government to spend more money, giving it to your special interests. This is just one more lie.
That's not right. Make an investment so the next Elon Musk gets a chance to make it big as well.
When has the government created the next Elon Musk? Where this is just, she's just full of lies. She's just full of nonsense. I just can't. What really bugs me more than anything else is her last name is Warren and my first name is Warren. I see people talking about Warren and I hate it because they're saying nasty things about her, and I feel like it's about me because my name's Warren. I'm going to turn the rant off. Please tell me what you think in the comments below. I think I've said enough. If you like this video, please check out my other videos. Please support my locals channel or support me on Patreon. Support me as a YouTube channel member. Links to all that in the description below. Check out the t-shirts at elonbits.com, like the insanely gigantic shirt. And thank you so much for watching.